Hey Legionnaires, welcome back. We're here with some more Viking action for you today as we return to Thrones of Britannia. And we are here with a 2v1 as East Anglia here deals with a Norman invasion. The Normans have come to claim England for themselves, and East Anglia is first on the front lines to stop them in today's siege battle. And though it is a 2v1, both sides have fairly balanced funds, so East Anglia should be able to hold back the Normans, or will the Normans with their superior tactics be able to win this one? We will find out, but definitely stick around and see how this one goes. Apparently it is a very close finish, so it's worth sticking around to see who wins this one. Will the Normans begin their invasion, or will they be kicked back into the sea by East Anglia? Yeah, we already have like Danelaw veteran axemen in the front lines. I mean, against Norman swordsmen, that's... yeah, East Anglia is going to certainly do quite well in that fight there. We've also got Danelaw archers supporting. Whether they're getting great shots, I don't know really. But a lot of Normans landing over here as well. We have Maine's veterans also landing here against Sword Hearses. This is a little bit weaker East Anglia infantry, but hopefully they'll do okay. Yes, today we are using the Radius mod for Thrones of Britannia, which adds a load of new units and new factions, but decided today that we have just vanilla factions. So, but they do have new units like the main veterans. I'm pretty sure they're a new unit, and they're doing quite well, already winning in their fight there. Norman axemen being sent in. They're a bit of a levy unit. We've got artillery as well firing down. Looks like they're trying to shoot these mailed horsemen here. Mailed swordsmen. I feel like I just said horsemen. Probably did. But yeah, and then East Anglia also starting to deal with the Norman attack on this side. Here's the second Norman player landing in. And we'll see how they do. I mean, they just have a lot of like Maine's veterans. It seems like their main. Oh my gosh, look at all these Maine's veterans here. I don't know how expensive they are, but they're pumping these guys out. That is for sure. There's a lot of these guys here. Maybe they're pretty good. Tier 2. Seems like they're okay. We will see. We will see. Yeah, more of them are here in the front lines. Yeah, East Anglia should be an interesting faction to see. They're like a Viking faction with also a few Saxon bits thrown in. They are kind of like on the Danelaw. They are a Danelaw sort of factions. They have like Viking and Saxon combination to them. And they do have a lot of good axes. Danelaw veteran axes actually losing in this fight here against the main veterans. We also have a gate that's been battered down here. Norman axemen have battered it down, they've taken it out, and now facing them we have Danelaw veteran axemen waiting. What are the numbers looking like? I mean, the attackers have about 1,000 men extra. Whether that's just because they've gone for quantity over quality, I don't know. I mean, there is a lot of, like I said, veteran axemen here fighting for East Anglia, so they've really gone for quality, it seems. I mean, they've got not much further back. They've got some sword units back here, some mailed swords, more mailed swords. Veteran axemen. What have we got over here? Jarl's Noble axemen, which are going to be a solid unit. Look at these boys. They are not messing around, that is for sure. What else? We've got Danelaw axemen. We've got some archers as well. So they've got a bit in reserve, but not like masses. More archers there. Yeah, big settlement. I did see that there was some artillery as well for the Normans on one side, I think. Or at least I thought I saw artillery. Maybe not. Maybe I'm merely making that up. I think I am, actually. Thought I saw artillery shooting in, though. Yeah, there is. Over here somewhere, I feel. Or is it archers? Okay, we have archers here for sure. Norman chosen archers, which is good. But I thought there was some artillery somewhere. But maybe I am being mistaken. But if there is artillery, it should be using firearms to try and burn down the settlement, just to try and weaken that morale and the defense of the defenders. I mean, already their front line is starting to crumble. These Sword Hearse here are not doing that well against these main veterans here, and yeah, they are starting to break. This line is starting to crumble a little bit. They need to get the archers to shoot into the flanks a little bit more, but main veterans are losing there, which is good to see. They just need to inflict enough damage, you know. We'll go back there. Sword Hearse here. Main veterans, they're trying to do the best. Mailed swords in there fighting out. That should be a fairly even fight, I'd imagine. Yes, if you're enjoying Thrones of Britannia and would like to see some more Viking action, do remember to leave a like, subscribe if you're new around here, and a comment showing support. It really does help out the channel. We've just hit 7,500 subs, so thank you very much, guys. We're on the road to 8K, and hopefully we will make it there very, very soon. But yes, if you're enjoying Thrones, I know you guys do quite enjoy it. It's one of the more popular things on the channel, even though Thrones is seen as kind of like a bit of a disliked title. I think it's quite underrated. I say it every video, but I feel like I've always got to reinforce it. Some people just go, ah, Thrones. I think it's great. I think the multiplayer battles especially, really good fun. And some of the mods that are now coming out for it as well, really good fun. Really making it even more diverse. The campaign certainly is okay. It's not the best, but it's okay, you know. I feel like for those of you who are lovers of historical titles, if you haven't tried out Thrones, you might as well do so while you're waiting on another historical title from CA. But yeah, this Norman Axeman unit, they've got no chance. Oh, we have Norman melees. This will be the general, I'd imagine. The general here, running through the gate, and he's getting oil poured on him. And this is going to be, like, detrimental to him. He's already lost, like, 11 or so in, like, bodyguard, and he's going to now try and pull through, I think. He's going to try and pull through the axes. Bad idea. And he's now going to go back through the oil. Oh, that could be the death of the general. He's down to 20 men left. How has he not died? I guess maybe dying on one of the last few. I don't know, but that was lucky. That is for sure. They have any archers now. I'll be focusing down that general because they might need that morale boost. Might the defenders to even give themselves a chance. Yeah, you know what? They're doing okay, these Engel troops. I mean, they are starting to tire, which is, I think, one of the things in the Normans being able to pour in more and more fresh troops. It's starting to overwhelm them a little bit. The Normans actually managed to get a main veteran all the way back here to deal with these archers. Poor archers here. A few of them getting beheaded, but you know what? They did manage to scare off the veterans easily enough. But yeah, this new tower that's landed here. Main veterans here just landing a fresh unit, and they've got no infantry here to stop them. So they'll be able to flank around and rout all these infantry. So it looks like it is soon going to be time for East Anglia to retreat. I get these sword hearse here and other fresh units back. Well, not fresh units, but units that aren't engaged. We'll put it like that. These guys have a good view of the fight. They're not even fighting, but they're like up here just cheering them up, cheering on their comrades. Like, yes, go on, Sven, cut his head off. But yeah, they got what have we got here? Spear warriors. They're not going to be breaking through. Lots of spears, actually, from the Normans on this side. That is a little bit concerning for the Normans. I don't think spears are units you really want to have pushing through. They're certainly going to need these archers right now, which are doing absolute God's work on these sword. I was going to call them sword hearse, but they're actually veteran axemen. Well, actually, sword hearse and okay, it's a bit of both actually. No, but you know what? They're doing God's work to both units there. Evening up that fight for the main veterans, and we're seeing like another unit, veteran axemen, a weak unit just being sent over. Really, they should just get all three of these units, or even all four of these units, just dash them back. Small or big, just get them out of there. They're going to persist. There's like a sword hearse here as well that's like going to get flanked. Got to just try and sacrifice some stuff, get it out of there. But they are doing their best. I mean, these main veterans, most of them are pretty banged up. They've got these Norman chosen archers here, which are what really helped push through this choke point here, or these choke points. They're still doing a good job. I imagine they've got a few hundred kills between them. Yeah, still a decent. Oh, Silver Chevron main veterans as well. And we have a Norman Huscarl General, a perfect unit for the East Anglia archers to focus on, as Huscarls are very vulnerable to archers. With their big double-handed axe, very vulnerable to archer fire. So that'll be something that they need to keep in mind. But yeah, these troops here, run for your lives, guys. Get out of here. This is like relatively healthy axe unit, and it's like got a decent chevron. Good unit to get out of there. But if I was the Normans now, I'd just... Oh, they're getting so much oil poured on them now. They're losing a lot of men. I mean, I guess this is one of the reasons why they're holding here, because the oil that they must be, like, the oil kills they're getting is probably insane. You need an archer unit like up on this wall just to shoot down into the backs of these men, and they get even more kills that way. Yeah, the spears I imagine won't break through here. Fighting against axemen especially, they've got no chance. But it's as soon as they get surrounded. I mean, there you go, look at this. The Normans just in... Oh no, this isn't Normans, this is East Engel. So the Normans aren't far behind them. They've got troops over here. And the Normans are breaking through. So, I mean, I don't know if this defense is really worth it. I understand it for the oil's sake.
It's a rout! Our warriors flee the battle!
There you go. I mean, it seems like they're going to carve through these spears here. Already down to 68 and losing decisively. Archers now having their influence in the fight, though. They're starting to shoot, and they have good range. I mean, they're shooting at these veteran axemen in the flank. They just need to get them out of there. And what we've got over here, Sword Hearse here. They're fighting on against spears as well. The spears might win that fight. It's a battered old Sword Hearse here. They should break through that line, I'd imagine. Veteran axes over here. Again, still trying to break through. Still trying to hold back all these spears. I mean, the oil must be pouring down on these spears by now. Just killing anyone at the back. They're just like, quick, push forward, man. We don't want to get oil poured on us.
This is shameful!
But yeah, I think they're going to try and just defend this gate, which is brave of the East Engel player. Sacrificing a lot of troops here. Put Danelaw archers down there. They're going to rear charge these spears. Don't know if they're really going to do much in the way to affect the fight, but you know what? You never know. Nope, seems like they're just providing kills for the spears. Brave fools. But brave nonetheless. I mean, yeah, the next position they've got to assault, they're going up a hill, are the Normans, which is obviously going to tire them slightly. It's just going to make it a bit of a pain to assault, but they've definitely decreased the size of the defenders. It's 1,400 against, well, call it 2,200. They just got under that many. So we'll have to see how they do, but yeah, no, the Normans in full control of this fight at the moment. Full control. And it looks like they're just going to try and pull through the swords unit. I don't know. It looked like they were for a moment. Maybe they're just giving the order to attack once again. So yeah, about 1,000-man difference between the defenders and attacks at the moment. The defenders still have got a lot to do. They haven't closed the gap at all, really. It's stayed just about the same, really. Maybe the next defense they'll have a bit of a chance because they have more archers there, and the archers of the attackers are surely running low on ammunition at this point. The spears doing their bit. Are they winning? I don't think they are. No, they're losing decisively. It shows spears on the attack. It's going to be a real problem for the Normans, and they're going to lose a lot of men. There's always hope. Yeah, Danelaw Axemen, they are still dying. Veterans of Maine now arriving. They're going to go into the back lines here and they'll kill off those Axemen veterans. Eastern Axemen veterans? Oh, no, Danelaw. I'm thinking of the Eastern Axemen veterans are the Northumbrian ones. See here, the Sword Hearse here. Should have maybe got out a little bit earlier when they had the chance. But then the spears engaged them and they were doomed. So some easy kills there for the Normans, that is for sure. But this is all the Normans really have left. They have like a couple of units over there. But yeah, this is really it. It's, yeah, just under 2,100 now against 1,300. So about 1,200 men advantage for the Normans. So at the moment, it's all going to plan for the Normans. Can they turn it around? Can those East Engel Vikings turn it around? Some of them have converted to Christianity at this point, abandoned their old gods. They'll be praying to their new god now for salvation. Or maybe they'll be going back to their old gods and thinking, you know what, I want a warrior's death and I want to die in Valhalla. Die and go to Valhalla. And die all over again. Such a strange system. Men have rallied, hey? Well, if the sword Herse could, they should run for the final defense, or try and maybe recharge these veterans. I mean, either one. The axemen here are actually still like 50 men. They're exhausted, losing decisively, but they're not breaking. Not yet. The Normans have converted to Christianity, it seems, at this point. They have a lot of their troops, you know, have like crosses around their neck. Even though they are technically like Vikings that settled in France. Already given up their old gods. We've got, yeah, plenty of archers here. These... Oh, they have actually quite a lot of archers left. I think that the attackers in a strong position, because I think these archers over here have been firing quite a lot. Really not sure about the ones over on this side here. I felt like they have not shot as much. That's just me. This cav unit here, the Norman cavalry, is still healthy as well. Don't know why they didn't send in the that unit over the general, but hey, maybe they thought they wanted to, maybe they wanted to get some boosts. I don't know, to morale. Who knows?
An entire unit has perished.
We've got the main veterans here. They are taking this this cap point. This is a very good start. It's a way of turning the turning the morale battle in your favor. Morale obviously being very, very key. Drones, and you can, I mean, if you take out a lot of like morale things like the town checkpoints like that, or capture points I should say, you can really like put the battle in your favor like massively through morale. I mean, it doesn't matter how many men you have left, the troops will just break so much easier. They'll fight worse, will the enemy's troops. But yeah, I'm gonna make a quick cut here until the Normans make another assault, because it doesn't seem like they're going to do anything for a little while. East Angel is all but defeated down here. I think they have just defeated the men at the gates. So I'll see you guys in a moment when the Normans do reassault. So we are back, and the fighting is back underway, and fires are raging in the settlement now. So the attackers did make the decision to use fire ammo from their Norman chosen archers to help burn the city down. And as you can see, it's doing a pretty damn good job. It's not done too much yet to the settlement damage, only at 3%. But, you know, that fire will start to catch and it'll start to spread. You can see it's already passing on to the trees. And clearly the Normans don't like that, and they're running for their lives. But we have the Danelaw mailed swords. They made a decent attempt at defending. And I think they've just sent the main veterans packing. They haven't actually routed them. But yeah, there's a lot of fire. Shame you can't douse the fires. Because otherwise, these Danelaw archers would be in with a job or something to do. But yeah, we're seeing a lot of Norman troops massing over here. Yet to see any of the Norman troops make an assault on the other side. I don't think they can come up any other way. There is only like 2 ways into the settlement. Well, 3, I guess. You can pass through this barricade and come up this choke point. But yeah, they and actually over here. So I guess there's technically, I guess it's just one. You could almost say this is one big entry point. There's one over there as well. But yeah, I guess it divides up a little bit more after that. But yeah, East Anglia has them covered, put it like that. And the enemy have been capturing gates because they've got nothing better to be doing. The Danelaw veteran axemen waiting. Eager, they need to form shield wall because I can hear the shots going off. Oh no, it's not there. Not for them, it's for the Huskarls over here. And they are taking casualties. They're 164 out of 171. So these Huskarls are taking fire. And the general is not bothered. He's like, yeah, you know what? I don't care if my men are getting bloodied up. They can take the hits. And they've gone in again, the Normans have. We have finally do have main veterans wavering and breaking. That looks like they're sending in their weaker units. Just to, you know, soften up the enemy. Don't want to send in the fresh boys just yet. I can hear more infantry coming up, so it does look like we've got a lot of archers going. So that is good for the attackers, that all these archers are running out of ammo. And even better to kill them. Get those KDs up, because they are armored. They're not armored at all, of the archers. And the archers also given like a dagger. You're told to go and fight men in like full chainmail armor. Bit suicidal in my opinion. But yeah, these Danelaw mailed swords will probably rack up the kills here. But We are seeing main veterans now on the move. They could literally flank around. I don't know why they haven't. And I mean, the same on the other side as well, really. Here we go. We've got the Axes going in against the main veterans. Again, the Axes should beat the veterans of Maine. But if they get flanked or something like that, that could be a real problem. But here you go, you've got main veterans now racing up. They've got Danelaw mailed swords. They're looking to come in and help. They might need to in a moment, sucking in a lot of East Anglia troops as assault. The other side yet to see, well, we're seeing movement, but not much. I wonder if the archers are going to just try and fire more of the town, which is understandable, trying to do some damage to that morale. I mean, what is it now? 4%. Yeah, it's really not affecting the defenders at the moment. All it is like -1 supply, which supply is not an issue when it's a multiplayer battle. If it was like a campaign battle, you'd be like, oh, that's kind of a concern, maybe. Really not the end of the world. A lot of troops losing. These Danelaw Axes are actually losing, as are the main veterans that they're fighting against. I mean, it is war. Everyone is a loser. No one comes out of war a winner. Again, these archers just feeding kills right now. Danelaw mailed swords are starting to lose though. Whether that's because they're getting surrounded, it's quite possible they're still feeding kills to these goddamn archers down here. Keep feeding kills, boys. Those archers, they are easy pickings. And what are the numbers looking like now? So the defenders have just gone underneath 1,000 men now. But the attackers still have about 1,500 men. So it's what they can do there. I mean, if they can kill generals off, the attackers, the defenders, sorry. Because, I mean, that general, that horse cav general is, it's very battered. That horse cav, jeez, Pope. Can't even describe a general. But yeah, the cavalry general, very bad. And then, I mean, these Huskars as well, very vulnerable. They've lost 50 men already. So that's a good start. The assault over here has begun. And it's not gone as planned, I don't think. I don't know if these archers are really getting the angles they want. Norman spears over here are breaking through a sword line. I'm surprised these spears are doing this. I mean, they've had to throw in a lot of men, and it's probably a lot of effort to do it, but it is sort of working. This could be a slow breakthrough. I mean, there's a big gap here, big column here. They could just put a unit in narrow formation down there. I mean, the Danelaw swords behind would be ready, but they could do it. They could. There's some more cav back here, and obviously that general is on horseback as well. It seems like the Normans aren't happy with progress. Though they have broken through that first initial defense, I think, by the mailed swords. You didn't go Jarl's Noble Axeman, so that's an elite unit being thrown in. Let's turn it around. Let's get a bit of a better view. Blues versus Reds today. Very easy colour scheme to understand who's on whose side. And Reds always seems like the bad guy. I guess the bad guys in this scenario are the Normans and invading. How dare they invade? It's turning into a gruesome and grueling fight here. I mean, with the introduction of those, where are they? Jarl's Axemen. They are carving through some of these troops here. And most of these troops are losing at some point. And we still have that general as well being focused down. Poor guy can't catch a break. Down to 111 men. Like I said, I just keep focusing him down. If you get some range, shoot him. And if you are out of range, try and get yourself into range. Keep just making yourself known and a presence. this will be why the spears are winning over here. It's because these Norman chosen archers here are focusing down into the back. And these Danelaw swordsmen, they really would have been better to defend up here, I think. But I mean, the archers again can still probably take advantage of that. I mean, we've got Danelaw archers on the wall over here. What they are firing, they're firing to the backs of these Normans. They're getting great shots. They really are. I mean, they cannot miss. Picking off the spears as they come up the hill. So it seems like East Anglia is going to be defiant. He's going to hold here. He's sitting in more infantry. Got Danelaw mailed swords. You can't have many of those left. With the reinforcement pool being less than 1,000. Well, I say the reinforcements. They're already here, but there's 700 now against 1,000. It is incredibly close. That is for sure. And you got to think a lot of these troops here are actually archers that are still alive for the Normans. Their mainline infantry they are running low on. But it's safe to say as well, so are the defenders. I mean, do they have any reserve infantry? Just their general, really. There isn't a Jarl's Noble Axe over there. But yeah, you could just... It is basically just the general. Certainly is ending very closely, as we expected. Main veterans are about to break. I mean, I'm surprised they have just broken now at 10 men. But I'm surprised it took them that few troops to finally give in and just break. But yeah, the general with his remaining main veterans is going to go rushing, and it actually looks like he's going to try and flank around. The archers won't really be able to stop that, but they can give it a good go. And it looks like we're going to have to see the general, you'd imagine, shift over. We're seeing another sword unit here, Danelaw's mailed swords, be committed over there. And this unit here, I mean, this one's lasted less time than the original one. And the spear line is going to, well, it's going to be victorious for now. They can take out this Jarl Noble unit. They can then capture the main cap point back here, which would be a massive win. I'm surprised that, I was going to say, I would have thought that the East Anglia player would start to think about retreating even more. Get any troops you can out of there. I would not keep this unit lying around. It is code red for East Anglia. Code red. They've been broken through, and they must retreat even further. There you go, the Normans are in behind now, and that is going to be curtains for these Jarl's elite axemen here. Or noble axemen, I think they are. They're not elite. Well, they are. But it's not their name. Yeah, Jarl's noble axemen. They fought well for their lord, but now they die and they go to Valhalla. And somehow there is still a lot of time left in this one.
The men have been routed. They are leaving the field.
We got Warlord's Companions here, a healthy unit. They will have to go into the front line soon, you'd imagine. But with the 3 mere infantry units left and 1 archer unit, which I'm not sure if they have ammo, it's not looking good. They have an archer tower though. That could help. And you know, archer towers they're good. They're solid things to have. They are cycling onto this Jarl's unit here, and that might kill the cav, but will do at least some damage. It's at 44, but unlikely. And there you go, the cav comes in and helps rout the remains. And again, I'm going to make a quick cut, guys, and just see when the Normans make their next assault. It could be a minute. They look like they're going to reorganize, prepare, and see and reevaluate sort of where they're going to make their assault, because they haven't got many healthy infantry units left. So see you guys in a moment. Okay, so we are back, and it seems as though the Normans are firing more of this village or this town down to the ground. They're actually going to try and burn the tower, which is a smart idea. Yeah, look at that, doing a lot of damage to that already. So first good tactic, possibly also you can say that maybe the first mistake of the of East Anglia not to help try and defend this. Certainly is a really good unit, a really good thing to hold on to. But I guess you could say keeping these archers alive or allowing these archers to survive, that's been a big mistake for the for East Anglia. They've been a problem all game. And in go these Jarl's Noble Axemen. They should carve through a lot of these spears, I'd imagine. I can't imagine the spears are going to get through this elite axe unit. I mean, even if they are defending of the axes, they are goddamn strong. Seems like the axemen have actually almost surrounded the spears here, so that's impressive. Yeah, certainly I'll be saving ammunition. Yeah, just shoot this general down. Shoot the generals with your archers, whatever you have remaining. You can see a burn in this tower. I mean, it's good that they makes them use the ammunition, I guess, on the tower, which is, I guess, a good thing instead of on the archers. Yeah, in go these main warriors, going to try and even the fight up here against the Jarl Noble Axemen. You see, we have the warlords. No, these aren't even the warlords. They're the Danelaw mailed swords there. Warlords Companion are on the other side, and I don't honestly know if they have enough to the attackers to make a concise assault in one spot. Their troops they have remaining certainly are very mid-tier, bar that general, Norman Huskarl there, who is winning decisively. Main veterans, though, are getting their ass handed to them. I mean, now taking the time to, are the archers taking out the Danelaw archers, which I don't know if they have ammo left. They have their swords out, so they probably don't. So that means that these archers, again, wasting ammunition, which I'm sure they are not complaining about, are the East Anglia player, as they watch their Jarl Noble Axemen carve through a lot of these troops. They're breaking these warriors. The Spear Warriors' main veterans are also not doing that great. I mean, these Norman Huskarls, they're going to go back in. They are probably the only threat to the sword unit here. Or to this axe unit, sorry. They are like breaking a lot of Norman troops here. Are the Jarl's men. But, I mean, looks like there's just one too many as this axe unit here. This Huskarl is in real trouble. And they need archer ammo really to cut through this Huskarl unit. Really do need archer ammo. It's the best and easiest way to kill them. We've got some mailed swords going in now. These guys might do okay, but we'll see. I mean, they're still winning slightly. This helps that the archers now firing to flank. They have changed their minds. We're about to see a charge. Norman cavalry pushing up here. Going to charge into the shield wall. That's a brave move there. They should have not have come out of the shield wall. They'd have been fine in that, I think. The cavalry would have just bounced off it. The cavalry in amongst this infantry fight probably could go well for the cav. Going to get themselves killed. But yeah, these warlord companions, they should be able to hold a lot of this back. They're good units. And the archers going in as well. Hopefully they'll do fine. But it's coming down to the last few units. But the swords are losing now. I think that is because of the archers who still have ammo. Incredible. I mean, there are two different sets, but I'm pretty sure like both have fired like a lot of ammunition throughout this entire game. Just seems incredible. There's a lot of ammunition still to go around. And the Jarl's Noble Axemen are starting to waver. And it's saying that the battle is no longer in their favor. It would be hard to disagree with him, but it is down to 200 against 500 men. If the Normans lose a general, though, that is curtains. They've still got what? Oh, yeah. Yeah, I was going to say both Norman generals are alive. I was wondering where the other one was. The Huskarls are losing slightly. They are winded. It doesn't seem like that's going to be too much of a worry. The mailed swords also are losing. Put your bets in, guys. Who is going to win this one? Is it going to be East Anglia? Is it going to be the Normans? One general kill could decide the fight. If the Normans lose their general, could be a mass rout. If East Engel lose theirs, it is curtains. Look at the archers now shifting over to this side. Really not happy with the scenario here. We've got War's Companions winning decisively here against a load of archers. I mean, this will be good for the for East Engel, not the Normans. Because this is probably actually evening up the fight. Probably bringing it down to a few hundred each. If they can kill all these archers, or rout them at least. I mean, what, there's 400 men left. I mean, each of these units had about 40, 50 men in them. So that's a lot of troops. 150 odd troops there that are just being killed off quickly. Maine's veteran over here. They're going to need a little bit more than 30 Danelaw swords to hold back all this. So the Norman cav in here is going to cause all sorts of problems. If they had like one more unit that they retreated earlier, they may have had a good chance. Like I was saying, they had like 4 units down at the very bottom of this battlefield down here. That just ended up getting surrounded and killed. I wonder if they retreated back up here, whether they would have been useful here. I mean, these final choke points for thrones are always a killer for the attackers. So as defenders, having like a decent amount of units up there can win you the game sometimes. There you go. East Engel has lost its troops on this side. They've all broken, been all killed. There's only a few Norman Huskarls left alive. They're asking a lot though for the general here of East Engel to kill all these infantry in front of them before they face all the troops behind them.
See, they flee before our might.
Yeah, they need to get pushing. Just get into the capture point and start taking it. Can the defenders somehow pull out a last-minute comeback? I don't know. I mean, this War's Companion has got like 3 silver chevrons. It's still incredible. But this rear charge from a Norman Huskarl could be costly here. They're actually going to turn around and face him. It's probably not a bad idea. The archers, as a problem in the rear, is probably not the end of the world. It seems the Huskarls that are going to be the issue. Yeah, War's Companion starting to lose slightly because they pulled out one combat, went into another. Oh, they're going to need to somehow like get a miracle here. They are getting sandwiched. Brave, brave East Engel. He's fought on well. And he's starting to waver now. And he's only got 64 men left against 200. My gosh. It really did come to down to the last few hundred. They're doing their best though. Come on, East Engel. Somehow you got to turn this around. You got to break a general, kill a general. Norman Huskarls here are wavering. Can they break before the War's Companions? No, they have stopped wavering. Oh, it's so hard. Good thing they have rally because they're going to need it. Try and keep themselves in this game. One more arch unit may have been what they needed as well. Like, my gosh. Back to combat even. That's a good sign.
The
enemy general is dead. Look at that. So that is, I think, the Norman Huskarl general dead. Yeah, because the Norman melee one is over there. I don't know how much of an army he's got left, but that could help with morale. I mean, the Huskarls might break any moment. And it's just these veterans here, which I think... Oh, come on, War's Companion. Not now. Don't waver now. They're at gold chevrons. Winning slightly. Oh, come on. You can do it. You can do it. They're breaking main veterans on that side. The cav coming in, though. This could be a problem. And there you go. The general's fallen for East Engel. That might be the end for it. But you thought for a moment East Engel might just turn it around and might just win it. But, oh, gosh. It's not going to happen, it seems. But there are about 100 men left in this battle. Yeah, it is insane. Insane battle. Like, no one has come out of this one alive. No one has... I mean, they just pulled through. They just pulled through that unit there. Yeah, the men are wavering, but that cav just pulled through. That's a dangerous decision. And they've actually, they've actually survived. They're actually going to rally, even though they have no general. Can they kill off these main veterans? They need to get to the cap point. The thing is that the cap point has been captured. So this cav, oh, it's gonna do it maybe. The general here is in real trouble actually for the Normans. And there you go, a close defeat. So it does seem as though the cap point was captured just in the end for the Normans. They did just about pull it off. But that was a close ass fight, that is for sure. And we'll end the replay and have a quick look at the end results. Oh, doesn't seem like the end result's working. It seems like that seems to be a bit of an issue with the radius mod. I'm not sure. But yeah, incredible battle. Shame we couldn't see the end result. Thank you very much to Nomadic for sending that one in. It was his replay. And thank you to everyone else that took part in it. Did a really good job. If you did enjoy watching the replay, do remember to leave a like, subscribe if you're on here, and comment show support. Feel free to join the Discord to get involved in some Thrones battles if you're struggling to find multiplayer games. We have a great Thrones community there. And I'll see you guys in the next one.